Hello again. We're graphing linear equalities. We're going to graph more than one and see how it goes. And I love this lesson. I always say it's like looking for buried treasure, for hidden treasure. And my students just groan because they don't like it initially. But there's a reason why they don't like it. And maybe this applies to you, so I want to make sure that you get this. When you do this problem, students try to memorize everything without kind of marking their spots. And I'll explain what that means. But what they do is they just try to figure it out and they just try to guess without doing anything and without writing down the line. And it's really annoying actually because they could do the problem, but they don't want to take the extra, and it is about 10 seconds more per problem. But if they just did it, it'd be a lot easier. With that in mind, if you do that, it's not going to be that bad. And I'm putting 3 at the same time as opposed to 2 because that's more difficult, but I think that it's something that you can handle as long as you follow through. So I'm going to graph the first one in red. Y is greater than or equal to -1. Now you have to remember how to graph inequalities equations, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of remind you. So we go to the y-axis at -1, and we plot a point. Now here's what you might forget. Is it solid or broken? And the answer is, since it has a line underneath it, it's solid. And it's a horizontal line. Okay. And I want you to label it. I want you to actually tell me that it's y is greater than or equal to -1. This little step will make it so much easier later on. I assure you. I do assure you of that. Now some of your teachers might shade at this point. I don't like doing that personally, that's just my opinion, because it's just more work for me. And more work for you too, and then you have to sit there and you have to erase it. No. I don't like doing it. Next one I'm going to do in blue, and that's x is greater than -2. So I'm going to go to the x-axis at -2, and it's a vertical line, but it's a broken vertical line because there's no little equal under the inequality, so it's broken. If it has a line underneath, it's solid. If it doesn't, it's broken. And that's where I usually sing the song "Broken," and then that's nothing. It's just a cute little story I do in front of my class, but in front of a videotape, not so cute. So. You know, never mind. I'm not going to sing. And I'm not going to shade yet, but I am going to label it. X is greater than -2. And then I'm going to do the last one, which is y is less than or equal to, it's going to be solid because of the line underneath, -x over 2. And by the way, that's actually a -1x over 2. So I'm going to go ahead and put that 1 there. 1 over 2 plus 2. So the y-intercept is at 2. And then the slope is down 1. Right 2, down 1 over 2. And it's a solid line. And what I do now in class, or what I do for my class is, you should probably face the camera as I say this and say, "Arr, we be looking for buried treasure, arr," and so on and so forth. And that's basically what's going on here. Now you can't look for buried treasure without a map. And this is the map here. It's telling you where to go. It's arr, we go greater than -1 we do. So if we're going greater than -1, we're going this way. Okay? So I say x marks the spot here. So it's not anything less than, it's greater than -1. So it could be here, 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 and that's pretty much it. Could be any of those 7 locations. You know, it could be this area, you know, at left of the blue, under the green, above the red, or it could be sandwiched in here, or it could be here or here. So, you know, I've got 7 spots to look for treasure. You know, I'm gonna be out there all day looking for my treasure, so I gotta find the next part of my map. Arr, we be greater than -2, we be. So if it's greater than -2, it's this one right here. Now greater than is going to go this way, and less than is going to go this way. So I can erase this x, and I can erase this x. Oh, actually these x's are the same. I was wondering why that was for a second. Now, I've got 3 more spots to look at, 3 more x's. This time it's going to be less than negative 1x over 2 plus 2. We go less than the green we do. I'm going to stop with that pirate voice now. So if it's less than, it can't be greater than the green. It can't be above the green. And this one's also above the green. So the only spot that's above the red, right of the blue, and below the green is this area here. So this being my treasure right here. This whole beautiful area. X marks the spot. That's pretty much it. I like it. Sometimes it takes a little bit of my students' examples. Now what I found is, since they don't put these down, they don't really get it as well as they should. And yeah, you know, you kind of have to have a good visual representation. Some people shade it in different ways, and I suppose if that helps you, do whatever way works best. But you should have gotten this as an answer. That's it for now. Have a good day. Goodbye.